Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. At the beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. Now the return man, this is Benny Cunningham. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
When I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina, those that had questions about him, they often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And out now come the Seahawks. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Second-round pick in 2015, Eddie Goldman holds down the middle of this defensive line with some toughness, some leverage, and some personality. Understands he's going to be double and sometimes triple teamed on every snap. Does it with a smile, takes on those blockers, and opens up space for his other pass rushers.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And the big meet on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
This is Howard on 2nd down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Oh, the Bears break through, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. Now, so much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
And however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And his pass incomplete. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Trubisky will throw. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. I had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They still have to hold in there.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield. Boy, they executed that well. Yeah. Really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready, they got it done. Now Rashad Penny. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
Play action. Now Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now here's Michael Dixon on for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down. 6-0 is our score, and we're back to Soldier Field after this. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they run with Howard. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go counter with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again to Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now here's Michael Dixon. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those too because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. They'll begin the drive with Howard, and he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable for Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Penny, a first down carry. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Leonard Floyd with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst, quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
when we start looking for big-time corners. We're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Parkey's kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. On 1st down, Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They go read option with Wilson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now Trubisky got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Penny. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing again. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Janikowski bangs it through. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the playoff in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They run with Howard. And This has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Wilson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. This is Carson, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 29 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing here, Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Fred Dixon, 29 yards. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now Wilson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out to kick is Janikowski. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Trubisky on first down. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught at the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On 1st and goal, Howard. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky, and that is incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action here on first down. Uses the spin, and now the juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Wilson now 9 of 17 through the air. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, not so hot, 2 for 9 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd-and-1. Wilson. Open man, it's Vanette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. midfield now. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Trubisky to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Trubisky. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. What was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Penny. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Again, it's Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
You knew I was going to be excited about that, right? How well did he play that fade? Got his body close to the receiver, stayed right there with him, essentially belt to belt, able to see the ball and go up and make the play.
Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it second and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. On second down, here's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed.
Super toe.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A handoff to Penny. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Penny. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.